What up, y'all? We're looking for the best grunge performance. This has a chance of being one of them. Now, I know the band might not be grunge per se, but I feel like the singer took grunge and escalated to the next level. Linkin Park, and to make it even more grunge, Crawling live with Cornell. If you've seen it, you know. If you haven't, buckle the fuck up. Here we go.
Turn my mic up louder, I got to say something. Lightweight, step to the side when we coming. Feel it in your chest, the syllables get pumping. People in the street,
is this in the recording?
Words on loose leaf, sheet complete coming. I jump in my mind and summon the rhyme I'm dumping. Healing the blind, I promise to let the sun in. Sick of the dark ways, we march to the drumming. Jump when they tell us that they want to see jumping.
Wait, is he a sick rapper?
I want to see some fist pumping. Risk something, take back what's yours. Say something that you know they might attack you for. Cause I'm sick of being treated like I had before. Like it's stupid standing for what I'm standing for. Like this war's really just a different brand of war.
Up the minor scale.
Cater to rich and abandoned poor. Like they understand you in the back of the jet. When you can't put gas in the tank. These fuckers are laughing the way to the bank. Cashing a check, asking you to have compassion. Have some respect for a leader so nervous in an obvious way. Stuttering and mumbling for like news replay. The rest of the world watching at the end of the day. In the living room laughing like, what did he say?
At the end of the day, the clock takes life away. It's so unreal. So Mike Shinoda starts off with a minute of something new. I don't know what that was. Tell me in the comments if that's from another song, if that's just a freestyle he was working on. Anyway, let's get into the song.
In the living room laughing like, what did he say?
Here we go. So sick. This is so iconic. Now he's on guitar, Mike. Woo! First thing you'll notice, it's a little cleaner than crawl. Like the album's very heavy. Crawling in my skin. A dirty tone starts from a clean tone, so it's always good to hear a clean tone live. Because you know he may be able to push it later, and from my experience listening to live Linkin Park, he can and he's gonna. So what they're doing is the one chord's in major, and then they go up a minor third. So now instead of on a D flat chord, they're up to an F flat chord, we'll call it. It's not really an E. It's the third of the chord, a minor third of the chord. So we're in major, crawling in my minor, right? And then the melody, it picks some good notes. It just sits there on the 5, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what key we're in, but underneath, you'll notice, you guitar players will notice, there's that major third in the downbeat of the chorus of Crawling, and then the rest kind of carries out as if it's in minor. The grunge third, baby. Standing tall. He's got that good posture that you read about, that your vocal teachers tell you to do. Look at him. Just guitar. Oh. Whatever that is. It's not guitar. Mike's taking a drink, taking a sip. Here we go. Okay, a lot of DJ work. Oh, he's chilling. They turn up the volume knobs. Now we got more guitar this time. Sorry, to pause. They have a bass player on the riser. Just thought I'd point that out. Onward. Pitch is great. Gives me chills. It's like no question who that is. Chester is intentional with his enunciation. Crawling in, you know, it's how he's got a lot of I always sound like Vince Neil. He's got a lot of sounds, a lot of enunciation, and Chris Cornell. This comfort in the sea is thrown itself upon me. He does not open his mouth. So sick, so cool. It's chill. It's the vocal equivalent of jeans and a t-shirt, man. Let's go. They hug.
It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Mike's in there.
I felt this way before. So insecure.
Oh! This is how I fall. There's the dirt, dude. Remember, I told you he'd be pulling it out later. Confusing what is real. I don't know how. Real. There's no way to do it. That harmony is so sick, and there's your major third, dude. Falling in. Hold on, let's get it. Crawling in my skin. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. Confusing, confusing. There's something inside me that will go back to verse 2, dude. It's so sick. Let's carry on. Woo, they're blending so good. That's the best part. So right there you can hear confusing, and he goes confusing, confusing, A balance E. He doesn't E, doesn't A. That's some contrast right there. It sounds great. It sounds dope. It's like the idea that auto-tuning your fucking TikTok trio up to the, it's like you can hear it. It's like none of those notes are right. These notes, you can hear them moving around because they want to find the note that's actually right and not the note that the computer thinks is right or that auto-tune people think is right. There's actually nuance to harmony. And if you're singing thirds and you're singing fifths, there's differences. And I'm not going to go into that here. One, because I couldn't scientifically if I wanted to. But two, this is more of a grunge appreciation thing. Let's finish the song out. Come on, baby. Let's go. Open. So I learned something today.
Thank you.
There he goes. So
It is such an honor to be able to share the stage with him every night.
And they will share the stage with each other eternally. Because for those of you that don't know, both of those men took their lives the same year, Chris Cornell, and then cascading into Chester Bennington's loss. super sad, man. 2015, 16, 17, somewhere in that range, man. It was tough. I was in my 20s. I was like grunge city all day. I was learning everything there was to do about grunge, all the songs, trying to learn how to sing like them. And then that shit hit, and it was like, whoa. Crazy that we live in the timeline where Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington are not here. And they were like in their 40s or 50s. Anyway, something cool I learned about that song, because we don't want to end on a sad note. It's in E flat, which qualifies it for grunge. Crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. Where is it? Wounds, they will heal. Let me sing Chris Cornell's part since it's more in my range. Yeah. Fears our fall. Confusing one. Something inside me that pulls beneath the surface. So that chord progression is a 1 chord, a 6 chord, a 3 chord, a flat 7 chord. Back to the 1 in minor. Now if we were thinking of everything in major, this is the 6 chord, this is the 4 chord, this is the 1 chord, this is the 5 chord, which is a variation of the most common chord progression of all time. That's right, your favorite rock and metal songs use it too. They just do it in the relative minor. That's all for today. I think that's one of the best grunge performances of all time, or just one of the best vocal performances of all time. Comment below a video that's on that level or something that can even beat it, and I will listen to it, and we will analyze it, react to it, blah, 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 blah. Comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. Grunge.